Hello everyone, and welcome back to another update video for the Lord of the Rings Renewed mod. In this update we have a fair amount of new blocks, which you should be seeing go through the screen right now. Not as many as the last snapshot, actually. It's 11. Wow. So yeah, these are all the new blocks they've added. A couple interesting ones. So we have our stalactites and stalagmites from the previous versions, which they're now under one block. So actually, if I break both of these, yep. So you don't actually have to get the stalagmites on the ground, stalactites on top. I believe so. But then grab ourselves a wall. These can now be placed on two walls as well. So yeah, you can place them on walls then. Oh, that's what they meant. Okay. Well, you can now make larger ones. I guess it's just by placing one, then placing one on that top. Yep. So we can also make extremely large stalactites and stalagmites as well. That's pretty cool. Didn't realize that. I believe... Oh, you can't. Oh. Can you do it on the bottom of a block as well? Yes, you can. And yeah, it's just 2 layers for the time being. These new, these speleothum? Okay, speleothum blocks, I guess I'm butchering that entirely, but they can also be waterlogged in both variants as well, which is pretty nice, as well as actually the large one, when you place it, it's initially waterlogged, and then it's still waterlogged when you make it big. Pretty cool. They've also added death messages for these as well. So if I set mine to survival, hopefully... Nope, I missed. That was... There we go. You can just jump on it. So yeah, jumping on these makes you take damage. Spiked by a stalagmite. There we go. Is there one? I'm curious now. Is there one for that? So if I come here and jump up, nothing. Okay. So only when you actually fall on top of one. And a slight change to the vertical slabs. So last snapshot, these were looking kind of weird next to each other. It was that texture showing up, so it was this one being mapped vertically onto that, so they've changed it to now it's mapped normally as opposed to by rotation. And the rest of the changes will now be in Middle Earth, which, yeah, this is a different Middle Earth. No, it's just the same seed, but with a different world. So yeah, they've added some more biomes. This was in the last snapshot. This is the Misty Mountains here. And is this... Yeah, this is Misty's. But let me see if I can't find some of these new biomes they just added. Alright, so this is Ithilien. It's the sub-biome of Gondor. So last snapshot, the Lebrathron trees could be found in Gondor. They will only be found in Ithilien now. Which, yes, this is technically part of Gondor since it has all the Gondor rock. And also in a lot of the woodland areas, like in the actual Lord of the Rings version for 1.7.10, we now have podzol, coarse dirt mixed in periodically. Although it's not, this may just be Ithilien, but it doesn't seem to be as big of a mix in as it was in 1.7.10, which I personally really like, because it can get a bit, it's too much sometimes. So yes, it looks nice, but it's just too much. It's like a little bit here and there is really nice. And then with all the blocks, you may have seen them earlier, but they've added in the wheatgrass, short grass, I believe, and there's one more, flowery grass, which wheatgrass just has a higher chance of dropping wheat seeds. This is the only difference between them, besides their textures and height. So this here's Eriador. Just looks like a really hilly plains. But so this is Eriador here. And here we have the lowlands, which horses, cows, and a lot of those boulders lining the landscape, which it looks like, yep, they do generate with granite and diorite. I don't think they actually had any stone boulders last snapshot, so nice to see that they're using the entire stone table. Even if it is mainly stone, but it's nice to see that there's some diorite and granite out there. I believe this is the Shire here, which we had last snapshot. Yep. And here we have the Troll Shaws. Sorry there, my monitor blanked out for a second. But yeah, these are the Troll Shaws, and yeah, stone mixed in everywhere. This looks very familiar. And yeah, it's like this is a really wooded biome. So I believe this is where a lot of that podzol and coarse dirt should be showing up, although I don't see much. Might be because of stone, which, oh, it is only higher up on peaks. That's a nice touch. It's not just everywhere in the biome. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so like there's all the variation down here, which, what is this? Ah, marigold. Yeah, it's just enough to where it's like, it's nice, but it's not overbearing. I like that tweak to it a lot. It's very nice. The Blue Mountains, home of the Blue Dwarves, which is this? It's like it just. Oh no, it continues past Mordor. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, they changed Saruman to, was that Luingon? Yeah, Luingon. I can't tell if it's randomized when placed. No, yeah, that's a random. Looks like that's a random texture. Like whenever you place it. Although I might just be going nuts. No, it's not. I'm just seeing patterns forming it, and it's messing with my mind. Which those patterns that are forming it, that's really nice. Yeah, they did a really good job on the retexturing of this. Like, there we go. There's some of the Mordor Speleotham generating naturally in Mordor. So they do spawn naturally in ravines. It doesn't seem to be like super common actually, but that's pretty common. And I mean, I don't think there's a way around that, but I just find that kind of funny that they're spawning and disrupting the water. And like you'd expect that to be waterlogged, but given that this only has that one source, like if we were to move it, yeah, I don't think there's a way around that, unfortunately, but pretty nice. And it looks like they are spawning in clusters. And they're not too common. Well, I wasn't able to find the last biome, but it's the Brownlands. It's very similar to Mordor. If I find it, I'll put something in later, but I haven't found it. And it's been a good hour searching. Yeah. So I honestly don't know how often it appears. I've seen multiple Mordors, multiple Shires, multiple mountains, multiple Misties. So I'm assuming it's just really rare. Or I just was unlucky and headed in the directions that didn't let me find it. But let's see some other little things in Middle Earth. So the 4-leaf clover is back. It'll spawn in every biome, generally in Shires, but it will be very rare in other ones. So this also blend in a lot with the grass. And also, there's now some like more variation between them too. So like it's a little bit harder to spot. This probably isn't the best biome to show it off. But yeah, so 4-leaf clovers are back. And the thing is, so there's now the water time. I don't know, it's like noon. So there's now the specific Lord of the Rings time that you can use to set time, as opposed to just time. And other than that, it just looks like bug fixes. Which... yeah, it's fine. But that's all the changes in the Lord of the Rings renewed mod snapshot version 1.1. So if you enjoyed, make sure to give the video a like and hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be planning to make videos on all the updates as I have time. Because obviously this one took a lot longer. Because 1.2 is out already and I need to do that one. So I'm going to do that right after this one. So that will be coming out very shortly, so make sure to tune for that, and I will catch you, well, I'll probably catch you in the 1.2 update video snapshot.